Hello folks, I've spent yesterday doing the tiling upstairs, the bathroom floor, which hopefully you'll have seen. Downstairs, well, I've been cracking on quite a bit with the plasterboard on the ceilings. You see, I've just got a little bit of pipe work left to do up there before I can put that piece in. But other than that, the sort of kitchen dining area is completely boarded, and the utility room, I've just got one piece. Well, actually, I've got one big piece to go here, and then just the cuts along the edge to do. I got that vent in yesterday while I was waiting for grout to dry. That goes to the outside, obviously. So I've just got to put my last piece of Kingspan insulation to block that gap off. Then I can get this boarded, insulated, and finished. So that'll be the ceilings finished. Still got this has all got to be membraned and got another inch sheet of insulation to go over the top, but I want to get all the electric side of things sorted out before I do that. So this room's probably going to have to wait a little while. So that's my plan today. Get that boarded, and then I think I'm going to start plastering downstairs. I'm going to hit that wall first, I think, and then just start. I reckon I've got a couple of weeks of plastering. 10 days, 2 weeks maybe for me. Maybe not that, don't know, we'll see. But that's what I'm on today. Get this ceiling finished and then start plastering. Right, here we go. Start plastering downstairs. Pretty scabby old boards, these. They were second hand, been stored for a long time, and they've got a little bit of damage, but they'll be fine. I'll get everything taped up now. Find the end of the roll. Always a trick.
Is that the final one?
I'll probably give it one more when it's really gone a bit harder. Hello folks, it's Monday morning. Lindsay's been away for a few days visiting her mum down south. She's back tonight, which will be great. Place isn't the same without her. Lit the boiler yesterday, so the barn is nice and warm today. Learning things every time we light it. Already thought of some modifications that will make it better. But that's for much later down. Well, maybe not that far down the line, but more important things just now. Anyway, it's lovely and warm in the barn. I've been and got a lot of plastering done. All this area here, which is what will be the sort of living room, is all done. All the vaulted roof, ceiling. Yeah, you can't see it. That's why I've not filmed this. I didn't film any of this plastering because everything's in the way. The tower's there. It's all a bit awkward. But today I'm doing the ceiling. I spent yesterday preparing the ceiling. You see, I've cleared this room right out, pretty much anyway. I wasn't going to move all this lot. This stone is all here, ready to rebuild this doorway here. But the ceiling's ready to go. So, yeah, the floor's as clear as it can be. So I'm going to get a mix on the go. It's going to be a big mix, be at least a whole bag, I would have thought, going to go up there. So I'll go and get that done, and then hopefully find a decent camera angle to film the whole ceiling getting plastered. This will be the space we're in the most, I guess. So it's got to be, plastering's got to be top notch on this bit. It's good everywhere else, but you know, it's a big ceiling. For me, it's a big ceiling for me. I mean, some guys wouldn't bat an eyelid at it, but yeah, it's a good size. So I need to get on and have my best plastering game today. So I'm going to go and get a mix on, and then I'll set the camera up. This is where you could do with a labourer. Oh, just had to mix up another part batch just to get the first coat finished, hopefully. I need to quickly go around and try and get the biggest ridges out of that, because the first part I put on is starting to go off. I just need to get the worst of the marks out for a second coating. Yeah, that's pretty much gone. That'll do. It's just the worst of the ridges in the stuff that's starting to go off. That'll be all right. That stuff's still a bit wet. So I will go and clean up and then get the second coat mixed. Alright, here we go, second coat. Should go on quicker. So what's the time? 10:30. Okay folks, battery died before I finished the second coat, but it's on now. So it's took me 50 minutes to get the second coat on. So I need to get straight back on to where I started and give it a first wet trowel. Start flattening it in. Well folks, that was hard work. That was 3 bags of plaster up there. I've just finished the first wet trowel up. So the order of plastering is you get your first coat on, then you get your second coat on, then you put water on it and flatten it off. So that's the first trowel, that first wet trowel. And that's when you're kind of pulling the plaster around so you fill the hollows, get rid of any high spots. So you're moving the plaster, so the water helps to turn the plaster into what is called fat, and then you can move the fat around and put it into the hollows, fill up any little holes. And then once that's done, leave that to dry. That's the stage I'm at now. So that's the first little bit of relaxation in about, I don't know how long I've been at it, probably 3 hours, something like that, excuse me. So I'm gonna go have a quick drink, and then I'll get back and do the second wet trowel. And that's when you kind of really make it as flat as it can be, get rid of any imperfections, and then let that go off, and then you do the final polish, which is the same thing except you don't use any water. Just keep it dry. You can see it's not bad. It's got a little way to go yet. There's plenty of marks in it as yet, but it's pretty flat. All these trowel lines will go during the second wet trowel. So once this one's done, that's the worst of the plastering over, really. The next big bit will be that the main wall all the way along the front, because there's no break in that. I am going to stop. You can see I've stopped here on the ceiling, because this wall is going to be rebuilt, and it's going to go right across there, so you won't see the join up there. So just to make my life a little bit easier. Anyway, the utility's not ready to plaster anyway, so that means I can do that later on. So this wall is to be done. But because I'm putting boxing all around these windows with an architrave on that front edge, it doesn't matter. I haven't got to finish the corners. I've just got to take the plaster to the edge and not worry too much about it. So that means I should be able to get through there fairly easily. Certainly be easier than the ceiling. So once the ceiling's done, that's the back of the job broken, really. And then we'll have to start thinking about painting. So. All right, off for a cup of tea. All right, here we go. A second trowel. Oh, I have to push quite hard with this second trowel up, and makes the old shoulder burn a bit. I think that's why I don't think I could ever do one trade. Apart from anything else, I'd get bored. But also, plasterers must knacker their shoulders. Bricklayers must knacker their backs. Carpet layers must knacker their knees. You know, the list goes on. At least if you're doing a bit of everything. You're not putting all the strain on one part of your body. Hats off to people who can do it. There's been various comments on the channel, especially when I was doing the log boiler, about the whole idea of being a jack of all trades and master of none. And somebody pointed out that the full saying is jack of all trades, master of none, oftentimes better than a master of one. Quite like that. And yeah, well, we simply wouldn't be here if I wasn't a bit of a jack of all trades. So I'm quite happy about it. Well, it's gone quite hard now. There's a few little brown patches starting to appear, which is where it's setting. So it's time to get the polished surface done. Just won't be putting any water on it this time. Just enough on the trowel to lubricate it, so you don't get any of them horrible judders. And that'll be the last thing we do to it. It's quite chilly outside today. I've just been down at the post box. I have to put a jacket back on, and then as soon as I start troweling, back down a t-shirt. It's I can't tell you how good it is to have a warm barn to work in. I might be going on about that a bit. Anyway, time to do the final go over. There we go. I think I'll call that done. Pretty good, I think. I'm not too worried. It's a little bit scabby around here, but that doesn't matter because it's the light going up there. It's going to cover all that up. I think that's pretty good. Oh, little tiny dink there I need to do something about. It's hard to see it properly without any real daylight, but I think that's pretty good. So, probably a fairly long video this, and a bit one-dimensional, but hey, if you're into plastering, if you're into plastering, you probably don't want to watch me doing it. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's a big step done today. Really good. Really pleased that that's out of the way. That's the back of the plastering broken now. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, come the dogs. Yeah, thanks for watching. I think I might have to sit down for 5 minutes and maybe have another cup of tea. And I'll see you in another video very soon.